Hello there, OB here. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about opinions about Invis skins. This is also going to be kind of a Let's Play. If you look above at the card, you'll see the rest of the Let's Play series, but this is going to be completely different, where I'm just going to be talking about my opinions on Invis skins and also the community's opinion on Invis skins. I've got a lot of text to go through, but there's a lot of background footage to see of me trying to get some materials for this hoarder bag that I'm trying to complete on a server. So let's begin. Before I begin, I tried my best a few times. I did like a little call to action on the ATT Discord and also on Starlight's Discord, asking for people's opinions. I would really love to hear your opinions below. Also, liking and sharing this video really does help a lot, so I appreciate that. Thanks. Okay, so I think I'll talk a little bit about my opinions on Invis skins first and my history with them. I remember seeing it for the first time. It was an admin who had a different skin completely, and one day he shows up wearing just a pair of eyes and a pair of gloves, and I thought it was comical. I thought it was funny. It was the very first time I saw Invis skin. It was explained to me how to get an Invis skin. It's not that hard, and no, I definitely will not tell you how to do it. There was a time in the past, in Starlight's past, before I became the owner, yeah. So I was made owner about, I don't remember how many months ago. Back in October is when the original owner stepped down and stepped away. But there was a time where staff were allowed to have Invis skins, and only staff. The original intent was so that they could be used to like spy on players or something like that. However, that's not how they were ever used, and I have always hated Invis skins. I don't think they look good. I think they break immersion. Yeah, can they cause lag? Of course they can. I know it would be hypocritical for me to complain about the lag because Starlight has strings, but I remember someone asked me if I could help out on her server, so I came along as a moderator, and I could had bot access with Catboy and stuff like that, and she was constantly complaining about the lag on the server, and I said, well, I think I'm the only player on here, or one of the few who doesn't have an Invis skin. If you get rid of the Invis skins, you will see that there's going to be a change in performance. And so they temporarily banned Invis and glitched skins to test it out. And it was very clear after a few days that the lag had subsided. And the only change that was made was no more glitched or Invis skins. So I personally can attest to the fact that yes, it does cause lag. Now, I did reach out to Cody. Cody did not give like an official statement or anything like that, but he did show me two links about showing how there are some performance issues because of Invis skins, because of the errors that they throw. I think it's quite obvious when you look at this. Basically, the game is looking for hands and stuff to track, and it can't, and it throws out about 3 error codes per second looking for that. Does that translate to lag? Well, I would say any kind of performance issue would. That's me personally. And that's kind of the issue that I have overall is since banning Invis skins, which I think was probably like close to in the summer, and on Starlight we banned them. We've banned about, as far as I can see from a couple of keyword searches, about 90 players based on Invis, and it's not because they have Invis. And the other thing too is the way that I train my staff is I train them to be very polite when dealing with players, especially Invis. So we usually say, hey there, welcome to the server. By the way, we don't allow Invis skins. Could you please change it? We want to start off very nice and not so aggressive because we don't want people to react angrily or things like that. And I would say that 50% of the time they argue. And it's usually, it goes something like this, like, hey there, we don't allow Invis skin. Like, how should I know? Well, it's on the board before you join. There's also a player message from Catboy that shows up in front of your face that talks about, welcome and get a starter bag, and also we don't allow Invis skins. So it's kind of, we put it out there. And then they'll say, oh, but why? Oh, well, it causes lag. No, it doesn't. Well, it does. I mean, I think a lot of long-time players will tell you that Invis skins cause lag. I just had this argument the other day with somebody who said, like, you don't know what you're talking about. I do, you don't, and it's like, whatever. And they ended up quitting the server because we don't allow Invis skins. So the ones that argue with us, who just absolutely refused, are banned. Those who, we say, please change your skin, who just log off right away, we ban them as well. And it's not like a permanent thing. They can appeal as long as they change their skin. The reason that we ban players who log off right away is because we worry that they're going to come back to grief. Because that's my other point, is there's this huge stereotype in the community, and with myself as well, is a lot of the people that think Invis skins look cool or edgy or whatever like that usually are very immature. A lot of times they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing, stealing and griefing, things like that. And that's the last thing I want, is for them to log off and then come back later to grief or steal or something like that. Of course, they can appeal, and we'll let them back as long as they agree to the rules. That's really my whole thing. I hate them. I think they look ugly. That's me personally. Do they cause lag? Yeah, but sure, other things do as well. And third, there's the sweeping generalization. This is a stereotype that the people who like them are very immature. They're kids, squeakers and griefers. And it's kind of like that whole, like, gorilla tag stereotype. It's these, like, little screaming kids who can't even be bothered to spell the word monkey correctly. In fact, there's even like a meme that CJ made about Invis skins and not being able to read and things like that. You can see that on the screen here. In fact, when I was looking for opinions, it's very clear that most of the community is kind of one way on this. And my like, thinking to myself, my inner monologue was basically like, of course, they didn't read my call to action because they can't, Again, stereotype, haha, very funny. But without further ado, I'm going to show you these opinions. They're just kind of in a random order. The longer the opinion is, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to put their views up on the screen. I'll try to give like a too long didn't read type explanation for each one, but I can't promise it. So without further ado, here they are. Okay, I'm going to go through these submissions in no particular order, so they're all going to be out of order. I'm basically just going to click on one and read through it. And let's get started. So Barry Crazy writes, in my experience, every invisible skin I've come across is either a troll or a little kid who thinks it looks good, but it really doesn't matter. Most of them are stubborn and will not hesitate to quit servers if they are forced to change. This is the exact reason why I despise them. Invisible skins deny the fact that it causes lag when the evidence clearly points to the fact that they cause performance issues. Rowansky says, I think Invis skins are unfashionable. Jack Smarty9, I hate them. Calinator, they suck. Pincats, I don't care about Invis skin. David Zero, I think they're horrible. I'm not really sure how to say your name correctly, either Kayaba or Kayaba. I apologize for getting that incorrect. I used to think Invis was cool, but after seeing all the hate from the community and seeing how it affects the game, I've since changed and since fixed many of my friends and many servers. So personally, if you use Invis, you should look at the consequences. Bob Stuntsville writes, my position is that allowing Invis skins, skinless, or shirtless should be up to the decision of individual server staff, though I lean on the side of allowing it with discretion. The lag is a problem the devs can choose to fix, but as they are now, they do cause some lag. I hope that issue will be resolved in the future and efforts put into that instead of effort being put into stopping Invis at all. I have seen quite a few outfits using shirtless or skirtless or noseless that so look unique, and it would be a shame to have those be completely disallowed entirely. While I have seen my fair share of ugly Invis outfits, however, that's just a side effect of allowing creativity. I see many outfits that look terrible without invisible items as well. They are not being held to the same level of scrutiny. I feel like the difficulty in getting Invis is a part of why it's pretty rare, at least on PC. So I never see too many people with it. Fully invisible outfits do cause a problem with item theft, though it is still easy to spot for experienced players due to their belt slots always being visible, as well as their username if a player has them set to visible. This is still a problem for many new players, though, since they are unaware of these things, so full invis is still an issue for some. I would recommend server owners to disallow fully invis outfits unless they are carrying a backpack, while also stating somewhere in the rules that intentionally hidden outfits will be assumed to be malicious. Too long, didn't read. It's fine as long as they don't steal. That would have been a lot easier to read with proper punctuation, so I apologize for that. Thanks for that opinion. Going forward, if there's a DM that is much longer than that, I'm simply going to post it on the screen. I might talk about it a little bit, but overall, you can pause the video, you can read your screen, and you can read it for yourself. So, let's go on. I've got a lot more to cover. Okay. Barga says, I'm not going to talk about lag here because I'm sure it's already going to be talked about, but invisible skins really take you out of the immersion in this game. This is meant to be a medieval RPG style game. I've never heard of an invisible blacksmith. Not only this, they are really an eyesore to most people above the age of 11. If you're going to do something wrong, do it correctly. Invisible skins, however, cannot be done correctly, and most of the community hates them because they are just plain ugly. Additionally, if you use an invisible skin, you are being associated with stealers, squeakers, and griefers. Why would you go out of your way to make yourself look like them? Be better. Be visible. I love that one. Okay, so the next one here is from Void of Name. He's the community manager for the Tower Climbers. So he verifies speedruns. And he has a few things that he can say. You can pause your video right now and you can read that. But I'm going to read his in conclusion. In conclusion, invisible skins should be abandoned by the A Township Tale player base. We have been shown that their effects aren't benign, contrary to belief. Thank you for that, Void of Name. Salty God. I think that Invis skins are cool as long as they have a shirt or some kind of face item. Eyes, ear, nose, and gloves. And I think they need to have a shirt and gloves because if they don't, they can break rules without people seeing their hands and knowing it was them. And for shirtless, instant ban. I will say this. a lot of the people that replied to me, I know about their age. It's just interesting that the younger the player is, the more likely they are to like Invis skins. I don't know why. Here's one. Invis skins are not Skibbity Sigma. So thank you, Lynn, who is a reformed Invis skin wearer. He's going to hate me for saying that. Alexios, man, he's got a lot of cosmetics. I thought I had a lot. This dude's got more than I do. All right, alrighty. Then, my opinion on Invis skin is that they do make the server laggy, and most of the people use them for making bad-looking avatars. I mean, like, any outfit with eyes that I have seen is bad. But if I'll be honest, you can make good-looking outfits with Invis. Just the fact that they lag the servers heavily outweighs the good-looking outfits. Thank you for that. Hoarder. Yo, Obi, my opinion on Invis skins is they suck. They're sometimes used for stealing and messing with people. The amount of people I've told to take it off and then get accused of racism is crazy. Alta needs to be banning these guys. Yeah, that's the weird thing is like these kids who think they're cool and funny. A lot of times you're like, hey, can you change your skin? They'll like scream, you're racist. Like, oh my god, it's so dumb. It's not even funny. I don't, whatever. Cringe lords. Alright. This is from Under You. Mr. Under You here. This is my opinion on Invis skins. Clears throat. Alright, they are very cocky, and personally, I despise them. They also have something to say that's not really good. It will never be true to see a nice Invis skin, that there's no point in them just to remove a part of your body on a game because it's cool. It just causes trouble for the rest of the server. So they should shoo. Very nice. I'm replying to what you said in your announcement page. I think invisible skins, although they do cause lag, are a fun-looking way to be a mushroom with no face or a pair of eyes with floating hands, in my opinion. As long as you're not completely invisible, then I am totally with the idea of them being allowed on a server. I have trouble reading these if there's no punctuation. I'm sorry. It sounds robotic. Wookie632. I may be the only one, but I do actually kinda like Invis skins, and I do wear them on servers. I do prefer visible skins, but I don't really get the hate for invisible skins. I do hate fully invisible skins because they're quite annoying in skins that have weird floating facial features, hair's eye, etc. I feel like they need to be thought out and a bit more work than visible skins. Okay. Mr. McMidget. I think Invis is fine depending on where it's put, like if you're full Invis, no, but if it's your head or hands, I think shirtless is fine, okay? Jinxie, invisible. Okay, I haven't really had any performance issues on any servers with Invis skin, so I don't really understand why or if they even do cause lag, but Invis skins should probably be removed. They are a bug and kind of ruin the cosmetics. Instead of, will this hat look good on my hair, it's saying, will this hat look good on nothing? That's funny, sorry. I like that. In my opinion, I don't see anything wrong with them, but they should be removed. All right, very good, very good. All right, Cool Man Sebi. I think invisible should not be allowed because it can scare people, but mainly you can be spies and it can be hard for admins to find you. But I still think they look cool and they should be allowed. ALLOWED. They should be allowed sometimes. I always don't know how to say your name. I always say Cookie. I know that's not the correct pronunciation. I think he said it's like Spanish for some kind of frog in Puerto Rico. So I apologize for that. I don't have enough information regarding Invis skins to make a determination. If the reason they were banned is because players can make themselves completely invisible and steal bags and stuff, then I am all for it. If it's just because you can't see their face, then I'm indifferent and I don't mind either way. I guess I need to know why they were banned first. Yeah, so with him, he's a new player. He's relatively new, so I can understand that. That's fair. Okay, so this next one from Ferras, I'm not even sure if I'm saying his name correctly. It is incredibly long. He requested that I not, I guess, paraphrase him or summarize what he says, because he says that, his intentions are... I'm summarizing him now anyway. Basically, he wants his full message shown. Okay, so pause the screen if you'd like to read it. It's quite long. I apologize that I'm not going to read this one out to everybody. So there's two parts. So the first part and then the second part. Make sure you read both and do that now. Okay, so another extremely long one from Mother Twitch. Mother Twitch, you're kind of new to the scene. I know she's got like an RP server on PC. If that's your thing, check her out, I guess. So it's the same thing. I'm just going to leave the message in its entirety up on the screen. You can pause the video and read it. Her last line here, no matter how quote-unquote cool as people try to make it out to be, it's not worth the risk of harm, and it causes both players and servers. Yeah, read her whole message. She does talk about like the roleplay aspect and things like that, and her side to it. So, yep, you can read that now. Okay, can I get through all these? Bubble. I like Invis skins, but when they have clothes and hats, not just a player with eyes and a mouth. Luke MX96, my opinion on Invis skins is I don't really like them. I think it's ugly. Silly Billy. Okay, my thoughts on Invis skins, they're just bland. That's literally all that needs to be said. The type of people that use them are rather toxic as hell. A thief or under the age of 11. I've literally failed to find an Invis skin that's friendly. They just suck. It's that simple. Although there is some cool outfits you can do with them, they still suck and they lag servers. There it is. Mr. Manpan, I hate Invis skin. I want them gone because the people who use them end up causing problems on servers because people can't see them. You know my name. This is a very unhinged comment that is definitely not making its in there, so thanks for wasting my time, Disrupt. BR Barney, I think they are a little cool, but they can be annoying because they are hard to spot. They can steal your stuff, and if they do, they can easily do it because they are hard to spot. Skull. Invisible skins are ugly for the most part, but they could add some storytelling aspect like a narrator or something. I see no perks in actually playing a server, but could be cool in roleplay. I hate the users more than the skin. Shadow. Personally, I do not think Invis skins are a huge problem. The only time I see issues with them is when people are full Invis or just like gloves or facial items on. But if you have a full outfit, I don't see it as a problem. Plus, I've never seen a server lag from invisible skin. I've been on servers that allow them, and the servers that didn't allow them, and I saw no difference in it in FPS or anything. They just had about the same amount of people and users online as well. Katzper. I hate Invis because every single one I meet is rude, and they also lag the server. Goat VR, he has a very strong opinion about them. You can read it there. Link, I have mixed feelings when it comes to Invis skins on ATT. On one hand, the mostly invisible players are most likely doing it for some kind of PvP advantage or something, and it just gives that kind of skin a bad rep. On the other hand, one of my favorite skins I used to use had the belt and skin hidden, but everything else was visible. You could see my arms, hands, and body. Artistic uses of the Invis skin glitch are cool, but the flat-out 99% Invis skins are kind of bad. Shy VR. I think Invis skins are good. the way they look, but they lag me out. Contier, or Contour, as she likes to be called. Invis skins are okayish, don't look the best, can look good sometimes, but only on private servers, because on a public server, there can't just be one. Okay. Rookie. Personally, I don't see the problem with them. As long as they aren't a problem, I'm okay. However, most Invis skins I've met have been racist, homophobic, troublemakers with no manners or care for others. I haven't encountered the lag issue some people refer to when around Invisibles, though. I've met a few who have been nice people. That's my brutally honest opinion. Okay, so I think that's everybody who submitted one. I apologize if you submitted a DM to me and I didn't read it. It's not my intention of missing out on you. It's just that I had a lot and I couldn't get through all of them. I'm checking through my folder right now as we speak, and I don't see any that I've missed. Okay, so my commentary has finished. I've gotten everything that I need. I have the 3 big rolls. I have metal. They broke my potion, which is okay, because I'm just going to take the easy way out, and they're going to send me home, and then the next time I upload, it'll be me creating a hoarder bag. Send me home, guys. Do a little bit faster job of that. So, until next time, I hope you enjoyed my commentary and everybody's opinion on Invis skins. As you can tell from the comments that I got, it was mostly negative. That doesn't mean you can't do it, you shouldn't do it on your private server, you do what you want. For me personally, I absolutely hate them. The community doesn't seem to like them because of the stereotype. As I mentioned, a lot of the people who are younger tend to like them. I don't know why that is. The people who are older tend to dislike them. Not everyone, of course, but overall. So, you tell me. Let me know in the comments below. So, and until next time. See ya.